Well, hello and welcome to the live stream. It's Commander Nutter. We're doing our usual thing. This time though we're going to go to probably about the second highest nebula in the galaxy. We're just on our way there now. It won't take much longer. And I've been busy doing some science around gathering materials. Don't know if you remember, I was going to do a Matt's What You Want stream that kind of went sideways because I couldn't find what I wanted and I was busy doing other stuff, so been doing a bit more science on it, and so now I'm gonna go and do a bit of exploration on a nebula that's quite high up on the galactic plane, and I thought I'd show you the sights. I'm obviously still on the Distant Worlds 2 expedition, but there's not a lot going on in the core at the moment, so, and I'd rather be out actually doing proper exploration than just sat around. So that's what I'm up to. What's that? A very large water world. It could be even a water giant. Let's just see if we can start to find the systems. Actually, switch a couple of items around here on my screen. That's better. I think okay, all good. Right, where are we? 20 objects. Don't want any of that. Just go and find my water world. As per usual, it's sat on a distant star somewhere, 39,000 light years away. So I don't think I'll be mapping it. So I want to go and have a look at that nebula that I would like to see. Okay. Now, we're not that far away from it, to be honest, and it should be visible by now, but I don't know what's going on with the what do we call it, the void, cosmic void is not showing. I'm pretty sure that's a bug, but let's not worry about that. I'm sure it'll appear at some point. And I hope everyone is doing well. I think when I do land, I am going to do some repairs to my ship. I do intend to land. I've got a fair bit of damage going on somewhere. So frame shift drive is about to require repairing anyway. So I think we'll repair the ship up as well once we get to where we're going.
Frame shift drive operating beyond safe limits. Frame shift drive supercharged.
Can't remember if I hold now. I'll double check. And also see if our nebula is going to appear yet as well. 2 bodies, 2 stars. Look at that, completely black. Why is that? Nobody knows. We are 9 jumps away. Not long. Approximately 5 minutes. And I don't think the next event for the Distant Worlds, I would have thought it'd have been tomorrow, but I'm not sure. So in the meantime, I've moved away from that other nebula where I was before on my last live stream. I'm going to take a look at one a little bit higher up. Hence the reason for the 59 bodies. Oh, that's a lot. Hence the reason for the title of this stream. Like I say, nebulas do look better when you get a little bit higher up. Wow, this system's got a lot going on. Is that an Earth light? Oh no.
Fuel scooping complete.
There's a lot going on here. I'll just scan the water world to move on though, because I don't want to get to the nebula. I'm guessing they'll probably be around that star right in front of me, are they? It's not giving me the impression that they are. No. Oh, didn't want to do that. Let's go looking for the water worlds. Please don't behind the star. What we got here? Not what I'm looking for. Oh, it's ringed. Oh, I'm gonna have to go now. That's a water giant. It's right on the end of the scale. Very nice. What have we got there? That for the minute. No. These are not the droids I'm looking for. Don't think that is either. I think I've gone all the way around. Where is that water world? Oh, it's definitely not there. And it's not there. Not there. And I don't get the impression it's there either. So maybe it's a bit further away from the star. Just move away a bit further. One more quick look around. Where is it? It's not there. Huh. I don't seem to be able to locate it. No, not there. Where would it be? I wish they changed the colour of the arrows when there's a star. I'm just blinded by that. I can't actually see anything around there. This doesn't make for very much or very good viewing, does it? Pretty confident it's not there. Nope. Definitely not that. I missed it here, maybe. Don't appear to have. Excuse me. It's going to bug me now. Where can it possibly be? It's probably sat behind the star and I just can't see it. We'll move forward a bit more. Last chance to appear. Look at that. Not one single star. Why does it do that? have a look. Is it sitting behind the star somewhere? Bizarre. That is really weird. Why can't I find it? I'm gonna have to just give up on that one, I think. Because it doesn't seem to want to be discovered. Where is it? Is it there and it's just being silly? Nope. Doesn't make any sense. Should we crack on and get to the nebula anyway? I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, I think we'll just get on with going to the nebula because that's being very elusive. Let's move on.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, it's completely black. What's going on? What is going on?
4, 3, 2.
Hey, hello Cal, how you doing? Nice to see you along.
System scan
I
complete.
hope everything is well.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Hi Snake Gamer, nice to have you along.
Supercharged.
And I think it's the first time you've joined one of my streams, so appreciate you joining, and some good questions as well. So yes, I'm off the galactic plane. I'm fairly high up. The nebula I'm going to, as I'll show you. Let's see. Oh, let's put the grid on. Hang on. There we go. Put the grid on. That'll help too. So where I am right now is 2,164 light years above the galactic plane, and we're heading to that nebula over there. Which is roughly 2,500 light years above the galactic plane. And if I zoom out, that's where I am. So let's just try and make sense of that for you. So obviously galactic cores there. I've just gone off on a little sightseeing trip over here while I wait for everything to happen over here before we head off to Beagle Point, which is it's about over here, which is quite a long way, and over this way in this area here is Sol, hence all the bookmarks for various bits and bobs I'm doing, and over here is Colonia. So hopefully that answers your question. But yes, I'm quite high up on the galactic plane, as you can see. In fact, probably higher than anyone else of my friends on distant worlds at the moment, which is all of these green icons. There we go. And the reason I do that is because I can actually see the nebula now. The reason why I do that is because things look a lot better when you get higher up. And what would be nice when you get this high off the galactic plane is to find something like an Earth-like or an interesting system. Everything's so much clearer and crisper There are more stars than this up here, by the way. There's just a bit of a bug in the game at the moment where, as we like to call it, the cosmic void, for want of a better word, or the sky map, isn't showing stars properly.
Frameshift drive charging.
Cal, hold that position for the next 10 days. Will I stream snipe you? Yeah. I'd probably have to move. To be honest, Cal, I couldn't wait that long. It would be great to be stream sniped. Be an honour. I would probably have accomplished everything in my life if I get stream sniped. Snake Gamer, I was unaware there was a nebula there. Oh, you don't know the half of it, Snake Gamer. There are lots of nebula that you can't actually see from the galactic map. And they're big ones. I was tempted tonight to go to the one that I know is the highest from the galactic plane in the game. But it was 9,000 light years. Okay, I mean, that wouldn't take me that long, probably about
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
45 minutes. I've over-rigged it. Yeah, it's about 45 minutes travel time, but I thought, no, I've been to that nebula so many times, I thought I'd try this one that I haven't been to before, that I managed to find. But yeah, the galaxy map is a little bit buggy and doesn't always show the galaxies. Nebula. Even more so after the last update.
Frameshift drive
So
operating beyond safety
you really have to search hard
limits.
to find them. Let's try and get myself out of this nebula now. Never do that. Point towards a nebula and a neutron star, and then try and scoop, because it probably will end badly for you. Luckily I have just enough experience to take the risk. Alright, let's move on to this nebula. You can see it there, look.
Frameshift drive charging.
Another 296 light years closer in a minute. 6 jumps. Kermit, hello, how you doing, sir? I hope you are well. And I'll add also, thank you very much for your support. And this evening, Kermit, we're going to one of the highest nebula in the galaxy. Not the highest. I'll save that for another stream. Probably when I come on the way back from distant worlds. It's just a little bit too much in the wrong direction, really. I already doubled back for that neutron star, which had the ring, which was great, and I got some great footage. But now I really need to focus on doing a bit more exploration. And I have been looking around and poking around a few black hole systems, I must admit, looking for something similar to the Death Planet, because I really want to ride a planet round a black hole. Would be absolutely cool, but the chances of anyone finding anything like that are probably very slim. But that said, you know, there is that one with the white dwarf that I've done a video on, and it is such a fantastic sight to see. I'd really love to see the similar thing with a black hole or a neutron star, but more so a black hole, I think, because neutron stars are quite similar to white dwarfs in terms of looks. They both have cones, they're both very small, but I certainly wouldn't complain if I did find a system that had a neutron star
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
with a planet that went through the exclusion zone. That would be insane. Let's have a quick look, see if there's anything here. Nope. Let's move on. onto another neutron star. So as you can see, you get a lot clearer view up here. When I scoot from the next neutron star, I'll just get away from the light pollution and show you the nebula. I just wish the sky map or cosmic void was just a little bit crisper. And that one's spinning really slow, isn't it? 3 bodies. Oh, you can see the nebula's getting a lot brighter now anyway, but it'll get even clearer when after I've scooped from this neutron. I'm gonna fly through it. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. So frustrating. Oh, we'll just swing around. And what I'll also do, Snake Gamer, as well, is what I'll do is I'll go to the galactic map and I'll show you where the highest galaxy, that's twice I've said that tonight, the highest nebula in our galaxy, where it is. Because you can't spot it normally, you have to know where it is. And then if you wish, you can go and check it out. I tagged a few systems there when I first found it, but I'm very much the person that likes other people to be able to tag the system as well when they're quite unique. So I don't scan everything, I leave planets and other scannables so that other people can leave their mark when you come to those sort of tourist spots. Right, that's what I was going to do. I was going to get away from that neutron star, and you should get a better look at this nebula we're heading to. At the moment it looks quite dim, but the further we get away, the clearer it should become, hopefully. It'll take a while, not too long, but it will start to sort of get more clearer the closer we get, or the further we get from the main star, that is. So it's quite an interesting looking one at the moment, but let's get a bit closer. Let's do another jump or two. Statsy, hey, how you doing, buddy? Nice to have you along. We're on our way to the probably the second highest galaxy in the I've said it again, that's 3 times, the second highest nebula in our galaxy. What is going on? And Snake Gaming was saying as well that you can't normally see these nebula, you really have to hunt for them to actually find them. But once you find them, it's always worthwhile going for a look. And when doing things like that, it's probably good to build yourself a decent exploration ship that has a good range, so you can quickly get to these points of interest. And I know I've not done a video on that yet, I really need to. There is a really old video of mine that tells you how to build a ASP Explorer. You could follow that guide and then just add. What have I just found there? Oh, I think I've just moved into a different sector, I think. Yeah, anyway, follow that guide and then just add a Guardian frameshift booster to that build, and you'll be and some engineering on the drive, obviously. And that gives you the basic guidelines for a build. Essentially it's all D-rated modules apart from your jump drive, pretty much, and then engineer your jump drive to go as far as possible, and that's a baseline. Jamie Volks, hi, how you doing? Nice to have you along. Statsy good, mate. I started out 202 jumps to Colonia, so should take 3 hours or so. 202 jumps. That's a lot of jumps. I don't know if you'll do that in 3 hours, will you? Yeah, maybe. I noticed the other day. You can see that this. Sorry, distracting myself there. This nebula's getting a bit clearer now. I think the next jump should make it quite pretty. Let's just see if there was anything worth looking at here. No, that's not an Earth-like. Yeah, it all depends on your bill, of course. Jules, very funny. Well, don't you know that's what the 1.6 years gap between new stuff is? They're just doing the Andromeda galaxy at the moment, and I'm beta testing, you see, so I'll be quickly nipping across there in a minute. I don't know why I'm getting Galaxy and Nebula mixed up today. Oh, see, look, these jump sequences are taking longer again. Right. There you go, that nebula's starting to look quite nice now. So after this jump, I think, yep, we'll be above it. And I've just selected this. There you go, my drive's malfunctioning now. I have to repair that. Let's just make this next jump though. Maybe there's a landable on this next jump that we'll sort out. Actually, let's just go away from that neutron star there and just get rid of the light pollution. You should see that nebula sort of come into focus better now. That's it, Kermit. The Nebula Galaxy. Jamie Volks, I followed your video tip and visited that high up nebula. Thanks again for the tip. It was worth the trip. Ah, Jamie, awesome. I'm really pleased you went there. I hope you tag some planets there. I left plenty there for people to tag. And that's something else I promised. I can do that whilst I don't know if that's going to get any brighter. What I might do is I might relog, because I find sometimes the void gets a bit clearer when you relog. But before I do that, I'll just show you the I did promise you I'd show you the nebula that I was going to show you. Put that back into realistic mode. So I'm heading to this. I think it's a carbon star. Is it? Yes, it's a carbon star because it starts with an S. Anyway, they're usually really big and quite interesting. There's 2 other stars, so I'm going to go there. I think it should look quite cool, and that will put us above the nebula there. And then what we'll do is we'll find some systems below the nebula so that we look up at the darkness, and things will just be a lot clearer, and it should be really pretty. In the meantime, the nebula that you can't see, which is the highest one in our galaxy, is this one over here. And it's always a nice visit. It never gets old, to be honest. As you see, it's appeared. And it's not far away from another one which is behind it. When I say behind, from the galactic core. So if I zoom out about and come across, there's one around here somewhere. There it is. It's just popped up. Yeah, that's its sort of neighbour. Yeah, you can see they're quite glitchy. They pop in and out. But the highest one is this one over here. And this one sits at where are we? 2,527 light years. Well, a bit more than that. So yeah, and it's really pretty to go and look at. And at certain angles, it produces faces. I kid you not. It looks better in game than it does on the map. But when you get it at certain viewing angles, you know, it's like watching clouds. You can get some quite interesting things going on. Anyway, it's definitely worth a visit. I really recommend you go and take a look. So that's the highest nebula in our galaxy right there. Make a note. Okay, pause the video or whatever, and there you go. Go and visit, check it out. It's all good. Right, on with the show and on to this one. Right, let's go on to this carbon star. galaxy. Commander Blitz just broke my FSD using the neutron highway. Yeah, that's happened. Tell me you took an AMFU, right? You have got an AMFU because you're gonna have to find a station to get repaired otherwise. AMFUs are really important now. They weren't back in the old days. That, what was it, the Ultimate ASP Explorer or something video that I made. That was before the days of neutron star boosts. Well, that's a boring system. It's got the carbon star, which is really big. I'll show you in the. Well, it's not super massive to be honest, but yeah, it's fairly big. Let's see how many solar radius that is. 30. So I've seen a lot bigger, to be fair, but they're always nice to visit. I knew it wouldn't be that big anyway. But I mean, this is always nice when you get a close star though, and I think we had a similar scenario on another live stream not long ago. But this is a star. This is a normal sequence star. Whoa, that's really bright. Why is that so bright? Anyway, I think this is a normal sequence star, yeah, and whoa, what's going on there? Yeah, it is, because I just fuel scooped off it, but it puts it in perspective. I think we've just flown to this star, and it's just dwarfed in comparison to. Come out and have a look. You know, that is just dwarfed by the size of that star. It's quite hilarious, but it does put it into perspective. Right, anyway, let's move away from that. So these are going to give off a lot of light pollution anyway. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive down below the nebula and find a system. Oh, that one looks... Is that a neutron star? Neutron stars tend to be quite bright. Is that... Oh, that one looks interesting. Let's go for that one. If I can get it to select. Oh, it's a size 3, as I like to call it. It's not super massive, but it's a start, and that'll get us kind of level with the nebula, and then we'll dive underneath and we'll see how that looks, and hopefully we find... What is going on? Why is that just black? It shouldn't be black. You can't even sense any movement. No, you can. I'm definitely going to I'll probably relog and see if I can get this sky map working properly. Right, let's dive down under the galaxy anyway. Well, actually, it might be black because of the nebula. Saying that, well, maybe not. No, because the nebula's there. Doesn't that look nice? There's a nice green hue there. Very nice. Anyway, I'm sure we can make it look even better if we get the other side of it. So let's do that now. And then hopefully we can find a landable a landable body, and then just get in the SRV, do a bit of science, and leave my ship repairing. So what's everyone else's thoughts on the news from Frontier Developments about a bit of a long wait for future content? Okay, so there's no bodies here to land on, so that's probably not going to look that great. Did I just already come here? Am I losing the plot? Where are we? Right, let's get underneath. Let's see if we can find something. Oh, a black hole. That'll do, mate. Let's go there. See, now the sky map looks brighter again. And that's pretty much how it should be. Weird. Right, fingers crossed then. Black hole system with some landables should give us a nice view. "31 bodies. That's a positive start. And they're all small planets there. That's a lot of... What is going on here? Oh, what's that? Let's get those out of the way. Wow. That's got to be a metal rich. Anyway, I was expecting that to be an asteroid cluster. Took me by surprise. Right, let's scan some of this stuff and see if we can find anything interesting. The reason why I keep saying I found new stuff is because I've just crossed into a different sector. There we go. Oh, it's going a bit. I think we're approaching the black hole. Screen's going weird. Oh. And just so you know, folks, black holes don't really hurt you in Elite Dangerous at the moment. You can't get sucked into a black hole and infinitely squished. So don't panic. So it's not quite as dangerous as you might think. That said though, I don't know. It's a good point actually. Why don't they make these stars dangerous so that, you know, if you fly into... Oh, it's warping my screen. If you fly into a black hole, right? What's going on? Hang on a minute. Whee! There it goes. Oh, I've dropped too close. Never mind. Oh, that's really hard to use that scanner when it's like that. Oh, I can't use it now, can I? I'm sure most of you have already seen a black hole up close, but that's basically some lensing going on right there. Is that the other stars there? Where am I? Let's get my bearings. That's the black hole. Lock destination. Oh right, it's behind me. There. That's where it is. So anyway, let's not get stuck here. Let's move on. Put it behind us. There we go. Kermit, depending on how the interim little updates are handled. At one time they were dangerous. I don't know why they got bugged up. Yeah, I agree. That's always nice when it does that. Back to reality. That means that must be quite a big black hole, I think. Right, what's going on here? Oh, am I still inside the field of influence there? What's those two? What's going on? I think that's the stars. We're just... That must be a really big black hole. I'm just gonna have a look. Let's have a look. It is 41 solar masses. That's pretty damn big, actually, for a black hole. You know, your common garden black hole, that is. 41's pretty big for Elite Dangerous, I have to say. And that explains why we're getting all this weird stuff still going on. Yeah, but in terms of the updates, yeah, I mean, I really hope they do something with the bookmarking, because I struggle with bookmarks. I haven't got no way of categorising them, and there's not enough. And I've got sidewinders scattered around the galaxy as well to help me find stuff. And an explorer needs a lot of bookmarks, because when you find something nice but you haven't got time to go and look at it, you want to bookmark it and go and look at it later, right? So I would just doing bookmarks for me would be a massive improvement. But yeah, in terms of the black holes though, I did a video. How long ago was that? Well, a long time ago. My very first exploration trip, and I found a black hole, and yeah, they were dangerous then. Very dangerous. I was using a hauler as an explorer, and I got fried. And it was quite scary at the time, because it was the first time I ever did that. I managed to get out alive, but yeah, why is it so dumbed down now? I have no idea. I mean, you know, right, as a person, that if you went into a black hole, you're not coming back out. That should be it. Game over, man. But no, at the moment, you hit the exclusion zone, everything's hunky-dory, life's good, and it's like, no, come on. So that doesn't make any sense to me. Right, I'm waffling. Right, I was in the middle of scanning. Let's just finish off. And then we'll see if we can find somewhere nice to go. I'll come back to that in a minute. Be nice to find biological, but I'll tell you what I would like. Something like water geysers. See if we can do a bit of geyser surfing, yeah? Yeah, and I think I've probably mentioned before in other videos, but for me now, the most dangerous stellar body for me in this game is the white dwarf. And the reason being is their jet cones are shorter, quite deceiving, and people do get lulled into being taken out of super cruise. And if that happens when you're in the jet cone, if you're very experienced, the chances of getting out alive are about 60%. If it's not happened before to you, the chances of getting out is probably like 20%. And if you're new, then just get ready for the rebuy screen, is pretty much how I feel about them. Right, let's see what we got we can go and land on. Wow, so there's a lot of stars. So what we got here. So what I'm looking for, when I'm looking for an interesting place to land, don't forget we're near that nebula, and that will become apparent when we get further away from the black hole. I know, but they still give out light pollution for some reason. That's a bit of a bug, really. But what I'm looking for is short orbits, and I'm also looking for ringed worlds, and stuff that's quite far away is usually better as well if you want to get a good view of the sky map and so on. And also what I want to see is some volcanism of some shape, form or description. But magma's not very exciting. What we'd like to see is something like water geysers, which you normally get on ice worlds, but let's see what we can find. So no volcanism, no volcanism, no volcanism, silicate vapor geysers. Now whenever I see those, every time I go, they're always firm holes. Now the orbit of that is 0.6 days, so that is worth a visit. And you'll also be able to see this moon. Well, it won't be a moon, it's obviously the main planet, and we'd land on the moon. It would probably look quite cool. So that's a good candidate to go and visit at the moment, so I'll mark it for now. Wow, so we got iron magma. Is it a short orbit? 1.1 day? Yeah, so it's quite close to that. And of course there is another star there as well, so you get 2 stars. But then we'll get that from this moon as well, won't we? Because that star's orbiting that one. So this one's looking like a good candidate for views, but also we do have another binary pair of stars here as well. So let's see if there's anything more interesting we can find in terms of geology. So silicate vapor geysers, iron magma, silicate magma. We can't actually land on that one, by the way. There's no little chevron, and that's because it's atmospheric, and we don't have atmospheric landing right now. So silicate vapor geysers again. Can't land on these two. So basically we're looking at one of these orbiting moons, and that is silicate vapor geysers as well. Okay, so the last factor then that we want, and that's 0.8 days. So that one's actually orbiting further away. That's 3 days. That's very close. This one might actually win it. This one might be the winner. It's only a 3-day orbit. Sorry, 0.3. That one is 0.6, so it's twice as close. So for me, this is the place that I'd want to go to. And now you know how my brain works and how I find these interesting places. So I'm marking this one as the place to go. And so, without any further ado, let's go there. And see those stars moving still? Oh, there's still some weird stuff going on. See up there? That is a really big black hole. And in terms of mass, obviously, the sky will do all sorts of weird stuff until we get out of the influence of that black hole. I didn't realise it was that big. Anyway, things will pop into place eventually, and we'll get back to some sort of normal reality. And if I switch it to fixed view, we'll see what I mean. Oh, that's really weird. No, I'm not. Is that bugging out? I don't know what's going on there, but anyway, I don't know if you can see those bodies all shifting around. That's really weird. What is going on there? I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if you can see those bodies slowly disappearing, and these are now moving in position. Okay. Very weird. I really think it is the influence of that black hole, but we're quite far away from it now, so we should be at the area of influence. Right, I think everything's pretty much lined up where it should be now. And that's what you call extreme lensing. It says, especially as they are now safer than most other celestial objects. Yeah, you're right. I think black holes are probably the safest. You're quite right. Other stars, you can overheat. But yeah, black holes, I think you're right. Ironically, are the safest, which doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that was a nice find, that black hole. It's quite a massive one. And if you was watching my stream yesterday, I was talking about how you can find massive systems. And if you look at the system name, you will see that this is indeed AA-A and H. And that explains why there's such a big black hole. So we found a nice system here. Yeah, I'm confident we should get some good views from this. We've still not turned around to see the nebula yet, but we will. It should be above us. But I won't look up until we get into a good position to keep the suspense. So what we should expect to find is us coming into a binary star system. Wow, this is going to be quite special, I think, actually. Because that other star there's quite a big star compared to where we're heading. Oh no, it's alright, I haven't got the orbit lines on. Oh, it's still going to be nice anyway. We should get a nice moon star and all that good stuff going on. Okay. So that smudge you can see on the left at the moment, that's probably, yeah, it's definitely the nebula. Right, I'll scan both of these and then we'll land on the moon, which is quite close, is it not? Is that in front or behind? Oh, he's in front. Okay. Right, we'll just scan these to find a decent point of interest. So let's just do one probe on that one, and that one wants 6. 3 will probably do it. Let's get those mapped. When you're ready. That was mapped. Oh, that one did 84%. Look at the rear view. That's not right. Anyway, we'll just skim around the back there, just around about there. That should do that for us. Okay. Right, and then what we want to do is find a nice location for a screenshot.
Surface scan complete.
And video, obviously. Let's try and get into a good position. Now, it would be nice to be able to see that moon as well. So let's go for something around about here. Maybe. Let's do an outside view and see what's what. Okay. So looking at our situation, I mean that makes nice view, doesn't it? Just that. Let's have a cheeky look at the nebula. Still quite dim. And it's probably because we were quite close to that other star. Anyway, let's go and land and take a look.
Orbital flight engaged.
So we just want to get that moon in view, so now we just want a geological. It's a very interesting surface. Just looking for they all seem to be on this side. Okay, then we'll go with that one. Oh, that's the moon. Yeah, that's definitely the moon. Maybe that one. Oh, I don't know. Is that a big mountain there? Okay, we'll go with that one. We must get caught up in the other gravity well at this rate. So I'm trying to, was it inside a crater? That'd be nice. There you go. Oh, it's very close to a crater anyway. So we'll go and see what sort of, if it's thermals, I'll be disappointed because I do want to play with some powerful geezers that might fire us up into the air in our SRV. Will be fun. And these look like thermals. Oh well. So we'll try and find, they are definitely thermals. What's the G on this planet? 0.09 I think. So alright for that, we're not going to splat on the floor anytime soon. So we'll just come in and have a little look. Just find a smooth patch. Should be able to set it down around here somewhere, surely. Ooh, I'll do. Let's back up. There we go. Let's do it from there, and I'll do it for an outside view for dramatic effect. So here we are. The landing gear is down. The sun is shining. The nebula is a little bit light polluted, so we will find a better system. But I do want to just do a couple of repairs. So we'll just set it down here, I think. Gently does it. There we go. Right. So my frame shift drive was giving me some trouble. So let's switch that repair module on. And we will repair our frame shift drive. What else do we want to repair? Let's repair our sensors. Anything else? I can set this repair in your city and then just nip out in the SRV for a little bit. Anything I feel is important? Probably not. I suppose I could repair the power distributor as well. And we'll do the cargo hatch. That'll do. Right. Let's leave that repair and we'll go for a little play in the SRV. That's right, Kermit. I think there's a bug. Every time I've gone to silicate vapor geysers, I've always found firm holes, which is quite frustrating. But here we are in the SRV. Woo, big jump. I mean, they're still pretty, but I want to find geysers. They're more fun. Let's just do our mandatory scan. It should tell me if I scan again. There you go. Silicate vapor thermal. Yeah, the planet says that they're geysers. I had exactly the same problem on the planet of death, and I went, why have I done that? I don't want that. And I went to so many places trying to find what I was after. I thought maybe there are some, excuse me, on the planet of death, but every single site, every single one, which was a pain because you have to wait an hour before you can go and fly to another one, was thermal, so it was quite disappointing. Right, what have we got in terms of contacts? Fragments, pious cobble. I didn't actually see what resources we had on the planet. Let's have a quick look. What do we have? We have tin, tungsten, uranium. I could probably do with some of that. I'm not really interested in that other stuff. So that's the 5% mark. So for 5%, according to my research on geological, I need to go for crystalline fragments. So I want crystalline fragments to get me germanium. Germanium, sorry. Right, crystalline fragments is what we want. Crystalline fragments. Where are they? There they are. And this is how I gather the materials that I want. And I will do a proper video on this because there's a similar method with biological sites as well. Chromium. Okay. I mean, there is a chance that I'll get that as well, but we wanted germanium. We got chromium, which I also want. But if I just go back to the planet details, germanium and chromium are in the same bracket, so it's a 50-50ish chance that I'll get one or the other. Right, let's see if there's not many. I'm using my radar in the middle there to look for the white dots that will tell me where there's stuff. And as far as I can tell, there's not a lot of stuff here. And we got another one light up just then. Crystalline fragments, I actually want that. That was handy. There we go. Just what I was after. The mats I want. Okay. But there's not many, there's no more white dots on the radar, which means there's no more materials. It's a bit disappointing. Let's try over this way. Oops, daisy. Excuse the bad driving. Look. Kermit, you can never do a landing from an external view. I'm sure you can. Just a bit of practice. It's good fun. You can make some good cinematic sequences. I think we've got another one over there. Hang on. Crystalline fragments. Oh, needle crystals. Needle crystals get the rarest resource on the planet. Unfortunately, the rarest resource on this planet is tin, and I've got plenty of that. So if you're looking for anything in particular, just find the rarest resource on the planet, and then go for those. What are they called again? What's it? Needle crystals. And they'll get you what you want. Here we go, that's what I want. Have some of that. Any more I'm just waiting for my ship to repair, by the way. I'm not going to be doing this for the rest of the stream. Okay. Don't worry. But I don't think anyone watching this stream wants to watch a progress bar, right? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm going to go back to the ship and you can watch it repair itself. But I'm sure you'd rather see me messing about in an SRV. Oh, that's going to be a hard one to get out, isn't it? Ooh, bouncy, bouncy. Cal, has anyone ever circumnavigated a planet in an SRV? I think they have. I think they found a very small one. It's a good question. I can't say for certain. It's definitely doable. You know, if you've got enough materials to refuel and all that. But even the tiny, tiny moons, you're still talking about 400 kilometers. Can he catch it? Can he catch it? Yes, go. Right. Okay, the ship should be repaired by now. So let's go back and let's go and see if we can find a good view with a planet with water geysers. Just as an idea. Okay, do I get any points if I land on the Anaconda? Let's try it. Oh, hang on, I just think Kermit answered that one. Alec Turner has organised an event around a planetary circumnav. Alright, cool. Right, here we go then. We're going to land on the Anaconda. I think I might have started my ascent too soon. That's not going to work. I'm not confident at all. It's not going to work. I started too soon. Oh, and it's going to disconnect any moment. Oh, landing it. Oh, saved by a rock. Right, I'm going to have to do it now because I said I'd do it. So let's... one more go. That was a shameful attempt. I started way too soon. Right. Let's have a look. A little bit further back. A little mound to ride up would be good. That'll do. Just a little bump to give me a boost. That's all I need. Okay, I just want to line up with the that'll do me about there. Right, so that ramp there will do. I'll use that little divot as a ramp. Okay. Here we go then. Anaconda landing. Here we come. Come on. You can do it. No, 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 no. Don't go over the side. Oh. Ta-da! Yeah, that's why they call me a nutter. Anyway, there we go. Nice view up here. Not really sitting on the deck properly, is it? That doesn't look very good like that. Let's find a... should we back up or something? Let's try backing up. That's forwards, back up. It's floating. Let's just say it's the shield, right? That looks a bit more realistic. Ish. A little bit of an adjustment and we'll be fine, I'm sure. There. I'm a terrible perfectionist. That looks better. Another one for the album. Okay then, my ship should be repaired. Let's jump in your SRV, get back in the ship. Of course, it's going to be ungraceful getting in because your jets don't work whilst you're in the vicinity of the. Kermit, no, yes, it was floating. Call it a little glitch. It's probably because of the angle that my ship's landed. I don't know, but it happens sometimes. Right. Let's board ship. Oh, Blitz, I wish you would have said that just a minute ago. Yes, you can dismiss your ship with your SRV on it. Go on then, let's do it now. See, I'm just a crazy nutter. Right. Now the trouble is, when the ship takes off, as you probably notice, it goes vertical. So don't expect us to go out into space. Whoa. Oh dear. That'll do. Right. Ooh. Let's try to do a better run up. You can see how I took my run up last time, look. Right. Let's try and get it square on. Okay, that'll do. Here we go. Whoa, 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 come down, come down, come down. Woo, ouch. Stop. Whoa. Wow. The old brakes on there. Nope, I'll go reverse. Reverse, damn you. Thank you. Right. Okay. So, can you dismiss your ship when you're in an SRV? Let's find out. I've not done this for a long time. They might have disabled it, you never know. I'm just backing up. Okay, you ready then? And 3, 2, 1, dismiss. Oh, there we go. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. There we go. Good with ship. Okay. Oh, we got quite a bit of height out of that one. We're still going up. Uh-oh. We don't want to go into orbit. Okay, we're on our way back down. Oh. That was a good one, that wasn't it? Ouch. Oh. Oh, we got up to nearly 700 meters then. Ah dear, that was funny. I thought I was going to blow it when I come back down. I must have just got the thrusters on at the right time. After all that, and I'm on 96%. Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Ah dear. Right, I need my ship back now. Ah, that's funny. You can damage your ship doing that as well, which is quite funny. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, I completely forgot about that moon as well. Well, it's not a moon, it's a planet. We're on the moon. Right, let's go and get in our ship. Yeah. Okay. Brakes, brakes. I was doing that the other day. The ship nearly landed on me. That's about an inch away from the front landing gear. It would have squashed me. Right. Let's board the ship. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that, Blitz. I got quite a bit of height there. For a minute I thought I was going to stay on it and I thought we was going to go into orbit. And then I've had to call like the fuel rats or something to back my ship back down onto the planet. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Right, how are we doing on repairs? We should be fully repaired on all the things that I wanted. Frame shift drives repaired. What else did I set for repair? Sensors are repaired. Power distributors are repaired. Good. Right, let's switch them all back on. I just realised I set my ship. I dismissed my ship with half the things switched off. Frame shift drive on. Good job I wasn't repairing thrusters, wasn't it? Actually, I think I'll repair my thrusters just quickly while I'm here. I forgot my thrusters. We'll just do that. Yes, anyway, I hope you enjoyed me dismissing myself into orbit nearly on my SRV. That was quite funny. Actually, while they're repairing it, let's have a quick look at the galaxy map and find a nice system. So I'm going to get a little bit further away, a little bit lower.
Module repaired.
Module repaired. Thank you very much. Oh, this one's got good potential for some scenery and a nice view of the nebula. So that's where we're going to go next. Oh, we can actually do it without having to do any shenanigans. Oh, and let's do a takeoff from the outside, shall we, as well. First of all, we need to switch our thrusters back on, otherwise I'm not going anywhere. Okay, thrusters are active. So let's take off from the outside. What do you want in view when we take off? Probably the moon, right? Where's that moon gone? Planet even. Ah, there we go. Over there. Let's come around this way. Like so. There we go. And we'll take off and blast off by the moon. How does that sound? About there. That'll do. Here we go. Let's get the gear up. Spin her around. Bit of forward thrust. You ready? Let's go. There we go. And we're on our way. Right. Next system is over there.
Frame shift drive charging.
Commander Blitz, I just flew into a star watching you down to 60% in limp mode. Oh dear. Whereabouts are you, Blitz? I can repair ships if you need repairing. Sorry about the flying into the star thing. Yeah, if you're distracted watching telly, always come off the throttle before you come out of hyperspace. I know it's a bit late now. So apologies for you getting a bit warm next to a star. Oh, there's no other bodies here, that's a shame. Right, I have to look for something else. What's that there?
Fuel scoop
Ooh,
disengaged.
that's another crazy system. It's got to be worth it. Okay, it's a little bit far from the. Why is it going in that direction? Okay, I'm not going to argue. It'll do. Still 2 jumps anyway. Either way.
Shift drive charging.
So yeah, I can do repair them bits. In fact, I could repair my own ship if I wanted to. It's on 95% hull at the moment because I left myself sitting outside the star for too long. Okay. Well, memorable moment of the night so far is dismissing my ship with my SRV on top. And I honestly thought that I was going to get thrown into orbit for a minute, which is worrying because you can't get back down. Once you hit,
Frame shift drive operating
I'm
beyond
guessing if I hit something like about, well, I'm not quite sure how high it is.
supercharged.
There's a certain point where you actually go into orbit in an SRV, and then you ain't coming back down, which makes it a bit hard to negotiate.
Frame shift drive charging.
Oh yeah, we're going back towards the bubble. Wow. Where have you come from? I thought you might have got on the distant worlds thing. And I take it that means, Blitz, that you don't have an AMFU, right? Because you would have repaired your jump drive by now. Your FSD. Okay, let's see what we've got here. 4 bodies. What is that? That is a gas giant. Where is it?
System scan complete.
Okay. After all that, not a very interesting system, is it? Big stars. Tell you what. As I've come here, let's just quickly go and map that giant. It won't take long. For science. So where are the, if you are playing Elite at the moment, whereabouts are you in the galaxy? Are you out exploring, or are you all mining void opals and making lots of money? I could maybe flick back to my other commander, and I can't remember where I left them. They're in the bubble somewhere. That's my new commander, who's currently working on a Crate Phantom Explorer, but there's lots of engineering to be done, which means gathering materials and all that good stuff. I just did a dip there so I didn't overshoot. We will get a nice shot of that nebula, I promise. I need to find a slightly more ordinary system, and of course water geysers. I promise I will deliver 18 probes. Okay, let's go on there, on there, on there, on there, on there, on there, one there, one there for starters. Jamie Volks, I'm doing Distant Worlds 2, and I'm 22 jumps above Sajay. Oh, right. Cool. If I'd have known, I would have popped over. Right. Okay, so let's just pop one there, and one there, and one there, and one about there. Should be enough, hopefully. Hey, job's a good one. Right. Didn't need that last one. Okay. And if it doesn't hit before it scans 100%, then you're good, you still get your bonus. Although I don't think the scan bonus is that much, is it really? Is it really worth getting? I've always thought it's a nice little challenge game though. Kermit, you're in BL UAEAEC sector. Okay. That actually rings a bell, that one. I won't search for it right this second though. I'm guessing you know where I am. I'm nowhere near where I am. This is where I am right now. Over here. Oh, how far is that? Tempting, tempting, tempting. That's another one of my secret little places over there. And you'll be able to go there now because I've just highlighted it. What's there? Oh, that's the large. Oh, I hate that when you do that and it doesn't want to let you back out. Yeah, that's the highest nebula in the galaxy there. Right, anyway, so we're here. Let's, as promised, find that dream scream. Dream scheme? Neutron. Yeah. That one would look nice. Right there. Let's be lucky. That's where we're going, folks.
Frameshift drive charging.
George, you just landed at Explorer's Anchorage. Oh, well done.
Warning.
Is that your first time there, I guess?
Operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
All my little additional exploration, I'm not quite sure how far away I am from that right now. I'll have a look in a sec. Let's just try and get to this system and hopefully we get lucky. That's the trouble with live streaming. A bit juddery there. Hey, actually, Jules, while you're there, do you know if any services have been activated? I know they do. I can't say it today. Anyway, the selling of data. Jamie, mapping can get you up to 1 million extra on some planets. They certainly can. Oh, I think we're up with this system. And if you didn't know already, the most valuable planets in the game to scan and map are terraformable water worlds. In close second is Earth-likes. Okay. So let's get those asteroid clusters out of the way. I'm interested in the gas giants, and I want to see if I can find some good views. I should have really got a bit further away. That's ringed. And it has quite a few moons. So we'll map the system. I'm confident we're going to get some good views out of this one, okay? So it's going to be worth it. I know watching someone map a system is quite boring, but I'll just quickly do it now. What else we got over here? It's being a bit weird. Oh, that's obviously around a giant of some description. That's ringed. That's quite an interesting system, this. Oh, let's have a look at that. Thought it might have been one of those. You can get a green gas giant there, very rare, but great to find. Which is where the codex comes in if you want to go and find one that's already been discovered. That's ringed as well. And that's not a gas giant. No locations on that though. Well, there's certainly a lot of activity around here, isn't there? Apologies, this isn't the most interesting part of the game, but it will be. It'll be worth it, because I'll be able to find and identify the best place to go and have a look. Nearly there. Sorry, my tuning's being silly. I'll just recalibrate it. That's a pretty planet. I'm finding all sorts of goodness. The astral bodies, let's get these out of the way. Oh, there's quite a few bodies. Imagine when you get one with 100. Talk amongst yourselves while I just map this system. Asteroid clusters, no doubt. This is a clearer picture. Still more over that way. Wow, that really is a busy system. Double take on that one. Nearly there, guys. Hey Jules, thanks for the heads up. So it sounds like it's pretty operational then. It's ringed. Class 2. Just a few more bodies to go. Hopefully we can find something nice. Last 2. That had a load of...
System scan complete.
When I zoom back out, that... You see that? It actually shows... See, it says scan in there, but if I back out, it actually says something like 44... Oh no, I know what it's doing. Anyway, let's not go back in there. It's showing me actually how many bodies I've scanned. Right, system scan complete. Let's have a look at the system map. Let's have a look. Well, it's a very interesting system. Lots to choose from. Oh, someone has been here, but they didn't bother scanning anything else. That's a shame. It's quite a pretty system, this one. Okay. Where do we start with information? So that is 1.1 days. I'm looking for a ringed gas giant. The first thing I do when I come to system is a ringed gas giant with a moon with an orbital period of 0.8 or less in terms of orbital period. Because those ones are worth bookmarking, but they have to be landable. That's 1.2. Oh, 0.9, not quite close enough. And I'll show you what I'm trying to find if I just go to that. Oh, it's got water geysers. We could probably go there. Oh my god, 51,000 light seconds. That's a bit of a trip. What's on this one? Iron magma. Oh my word, I'm gonna have to go there anyway, aren't I? Right, let's stop looking at the map. Let's head off in that direction now because it's a bit of a trek, but it'll be worth it, I promise. It will be worth it. So let's just see. So yeah, Jaws is everything working, repair, restock and even outfitting. Seems there is a lot available. Excellent. It's got no tea or coffee? Ugh. That wouldn't have happened if the British built it. There'd be tea and coffee there for sure. Doom and gloom. I have to say though, I don't drink tea myself, but I do like a coffee. Nice and strong. You can even refit for mining. Oh cool. Oh yeah, well that would be handy, wouldn't it? Because there's a community goal coming. But they don't have a pulse wave scanner. Well, that's a bit of a mistake. Now luckily my ship is fitted with one because I brought one out for the trip. There it is. I don't suppose you've got one in storage, have you, Jules, that you could ship across? Trouble is it takes 3 days. That's why I spent 3 days on planet Death. Right. Whilst we're doing this rather uninteresting trip towards the star that I want, I'm just going to take a very quick natural break, okay? So talk amongst yourselves. It will be worth the trip, and I'll be about 5 minutes, and I really could do with a text banner that says "Be right back," couldn't I? Okay, I'll make a very basic one. Good old technology. and I promise I'll be back. I just need to take an actual break. I'm sure you know what I'm getting at. This is what you call fast editing in a live stream. Very crude. Let's see, what do I want from that? That one probably. Yeah. Apologies for the crudeness of this, by the way. Okay, that's as good as it gets right now, but anyway, I think you get the idea. Right, I will be back shortly, I promise. So I'll just slow down a little bit and we'll drift gently towards where we're going. Just try and give you a nice view whilst we're doing that. Where's that nebula? Should be above us. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Nice. Right. I'll leave you with that little view for a minute, okay? I won't be long. Okay, we're back in the room. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Thank you for hanging on for me for a moment there. Right. Let's power on. Okay. 47 seconds. It'll be a bit more than that, no doubt. Galactic Core's quite... It used to be a lot brighter, you know. It should be really bright now, but... like I say, I think there's issues with the cosmic void at the moment. Well, I hope you're enjoying the view. It will get better once we get to this planet, and we'll ride the geyser. I promise. And it may not be as spectacular as riding my spaceship when I dismissed it, but you can see that nebula there. Should be a lot brighter than that, really. Oh, that's best of the way you're going. So this moon that we're heading to is an orbit period of 0.9 days. And if it was 0.8, you'll probably start to guess what I'm up to. Because what I'm looking for is a planet that's so close to the ring that it actually, or a moon should I say, that it actually touches the ring. And then you get something called, or what I call, rock rain. Right, this looks like a good position, doesn't it? Very nice. Okay, that'll do me. I'll tell you what I'll do while I'm here. Won't take long, as I'll quickly scan this. Oh. Reload. See how I get on with that. We'll do one down here as well, actually. So one down here should do the trick, hopefully. Actually, probably fire one over there as well. One over there. Plenty of probes left for the bonus. Not that I think you get a lot for your bonus anyway, to be honest, but let's quickly get that done. We're nearly there. That was a bit of a waste, wasn't it? Oh, not quite. Let's do one right. Oh, right around the back, in the middle. Okay, so that'll be about there. Right. Hopefully that's that done. Now, where's that moon gone? There's a moon around here somewhere. Where did it go? Can't see it. Let's just see if that maps. Oh, bingo, right in the middle ish. Oh, there's the moon. There we go then. 2 probes.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, let's find a good spot. Take that view off. I like
Orbital flight engaged.
that one there. No, not that one. That's the one I think I want. Oh, it's going to be a bit dark, but never mind. No, I didn't scan the ring, Blitz. I could have done. Oh, this has got a very mountainous terrain. It's a pity it's not lighter, really. Right, I'm going to put night vision on because I've got a feeling it's going to be a little bit treacherous. Yes, I thought it would be. Wow. Might have trouble landing actually. I would have scanned the ring if I was going to do some mining, but this is where having a big ship can be a bit of an issue, because we might, because it's such a hostile surface, we might struggle to find a landing spot. There we go, sort itself out. Okay. Hopefully we can find somewhere to land. Don't tell me this isn't what I'm looking for. This is meant to be geysers, I'm sure of it. These don't look like geysers. Interesting.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
A water ice furnace hole. Oh, that's so not fair. That's not what I wanted. That's a shame. Let's see if I can put the ship down anyway. It's going to be a bit difficult.
Gear deployed.
Canyon racing, here we go. It'll be a bit tricky putting it down. Ouch. I don't think I'll be able to land it, you know. It's a bit too rocky. Let's try this way. As you can see in the scanner at the bottom there, it's not looking good for landing. Oh, there's a landing spot back there. Hold it right there. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, I know why. I'm gonna landing gear down. Hit the wrong one. Sorry about that. Right. Let's just back up. Oh, there it is. Forwards. Gently does it. If this lands, I'll be very surprised. Oh, I'll take that. Right. Here we go.
Low gravity warning.
Okay, so unfortunately there's no geysers here. Oh, it's very slippery and mountainous. Needle crystals. Well, they give out the best resources. Oh, oh. So, I haven't looked at the planet spec yet. That's, oh, cargo scoop would help.
Cargo scoop deployed.
So, ruthenium should be the rarest resource on this planet. Let's have a quick look. And yes, it is. Super. Right. So my research has worked. A bit of activity over here. Not the sort of activity you wanted though. Let's just park here. I'll give you a view outside. Yeah. Reminds me of those fireworks you used to get out of a box. Indoor fireworks. There you go, anyway. There's some activity. Apologies, it's a bit dark. But the night sky should look nice. There's the nebula. It's so mountainous though, we can't see a lot more. Let's see if I can get up high enough to show you a bit more. Very dark. I think that's just the top of the gas giant there. And there's the nebula. Yeah, and that's the top of the gas giant just there. Not my best effort in terms of a picturesque view, I'm afraid. That's a shame. Okay, and also, I believe this planet, I didn't check when I was there, it should be ice geysers. Water geysers. I have a feeling there's some issues with their libraries. Let's see if we can land back on our ship. A bit of full beam. No, it's not going to work. Ouch. Try one more. Oh, actually, I better not I was thinking about landing on my ship and dismissing it, but because it's so difficult to land here, That's probably not a good idea, because I probably won't be able to get it to land again. And then I'll probably have to drive for miles and miles and miles to be able to find a spot where it would actually be able to do an automated landing. Because apparently humans are better at landing than computers. Which always amazes me, the amount of people that use the docking computer. But there you go. So I'm going to get back aboard my ship and probably call it an evening. The Kermit at the start in the front of the Nebula might have good views. Yeah, I think you might be right. That's, I can't see anything here. Night vision on. I think you might be right. But this terrain, although I do like ice planets, makes it very hard for anacondas to land. There you go. And there's the planetary ring, as you can see. Right, yes. Apologies, not the best ending scene there, is it? Give you an outside view. There we go. Very dark area. Must try harder next time. So we'll leave it there for that one. I think what I might do in the next video maybe is possibly go to my rock rain planet, and that is a moon that I know that intersects with a ring, and that causes some very interesting things to go on in terms of visuals. So I'm going to leave it there for this one, and again thank everybody for coming along and joining in and come along for the ride. So until the next one, fly safe, and hopefully I'll catch up with you in the black soon. And Jules, I understand that you're now at the core, so I'm sure we'll catch up soon, right? And don't forget, of course, send me a friend request in Elite Dangerous if you haven't done already, and I will accept gladly. You're looking for Bloody Nutter as the commander, and like, follow and subscribe and all that good stuff to keep abreast of what I'm doing in the game. I salute you too, Blitz. Fantastic, thanks everyone, and we'll leave it there. Fly safe, commanders.